What's up, guys? Welcome to That Creative Life. It's me, James Mathis. Today we're talking about the new Nifty 50. So let's roll that intro and let's get started. Okay, so everybody knows the Nifty 50 is usually the first lens somebody gets after they buy a new camera. Well, Canon has come out with the RF 50 1.8, and it's one first Nifty 50 made for the R system of cameras, the RF mount. And what's really cool about it is it's the same size and the same price as the EF STM Nifty 50, the one that I've used and cut my teeth on, and the one most photographers usually get right after their kit lens. The Nifty 50 gives you shallow depth of field. It gives you a decent focal range for portraits, some landscape stuff. It's just a good purposed lens for anything that you really need to shoot. And what's so cool about this one is it being RF mount, you have the control ring on it. As you'll see in some of the B-roll clips that'll be sprinkled here and there. It has that control ring, and for me personally, I have it set up for ISO, so that if I'm filming someone else, I can very easily change my settings on the go, because I have all the dials right there. So it really helps improve my workflow when I'm trying to get some video shoots or photo shoots done. And having that is just such a nice addition. Now, you could have that with the control ring in the old 50, but taking the adapter away, not the control ring, taking the adapter away, that basically eliminates half the size of what it would have been. So now with that 50 on there, it's a very small, compact camera setup, relatively. The R6 is not the smallest of cameras, but for what you get, I think it's hard to beat it right now, currently on the market for the price. We'll get into that later. But getting into what this lens is capable of, this is what the video looks like. This is what I typically shoot anything in here with, because this is just my go-to focal range. I like the depth of field, I like the color reproduction, and that's just my look. That's what I like to do. And so for me, this lens is not just used for photo, it's also used for video. But one of the cons of this lens is it is not the most silent when it comes to autofocus. My microphone is right here. I don't have to deal with that. But if you were trying to use it on camera, you might pick up some of those focusing noises. So if that's something that bothers you, that might be a useful bit of information you didn't know. The other thing is the amount of time it takes to go from 0 to infinity focus can take a while, especially in low light situations. I encountered this when I was shooting the B-roll for the church project I did. If you saw the B-roll with the cool lights and the blacked out background, there were times where the focus took a while to finally get locked in, because with it being low light and with it having to go from 0 to infinity, it can sometimes take a little bit of time. But for photos, I have never encountered an issue even slightly. For video, obviously I don't. This is what I use every single time I shoot a video in here. You just have to know the little quirks and be willing to work with those in order to truly appreciate this lens. And for $200, I'm willing to work with a lot. I mean, that's a crazy low price for a lens of this quality. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at some of the photos I've taken with it, and we're gonna throw them in a little montage here. And as you can see, the photo quality is exceptional. It is sharp end to end. There's mild vignetting, but it's easily taken away when you put it into Lightroom. This lens is great. It's super sharp, super shallow depth of field. I mean, the closer I get, the more out of depth that background will get. It's what you want out of a Nifty 50. And so having one for the RF mount natively where you don't have to use the adapter is wonderful. I cannot recommend this lens enough. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. And if you're not already subscribed, and if you like the video, drop a like and ring the bell and blah, 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 blah. All that other stuff that YouTube makes us do now. But I love you guys. Thank you for sticking around. I have kept pumping out videos, and in my opinion, they're getting better and better, which I like. I like seeing progress on my own stuff. I like seeing progress on my friends' stuff. I love you guys. Don't forget to live that creative life. I'll see you next time. Bye.